So this is the tree we're going to prune here, my apple tree. But I just want to direct you very quickly to the base of this tree here. Coming out the bottom. This main tree there got really under stress last summer, and it was thinking it was going to die, so it sent out all these suckers. Now, what I'm not going to prune that right now because it's a stone fruit tree, and we don't prune those in the winter because they can get attacked by this thing called silver leaf disease when the weather's wet. So you want to wait for a dry day to prune those in the summertime. Okay. But what I'm going to do is when I do prune it, I'm going to remove those suckers because they will take energy from the main tree, and I want that tree to try and live, basically. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, this is my apple tree here. Hopefully you can see that I'm going to prune. Now, it's currently coming out to about here, which is about half a metre, maybe a metre past the border. So I've looked earlier. Don't think it's particularly dead or diseased on here, which is why I kind of showed you already what we would do there. So I've got my clean secateurs. So I am now on to the fourth D, which is to make that drink. You can see here there's a lot of crossing the branches. You can see also as well the tree itself. It's quite the branches are quite thick, okay, but actually I'm quite happy with most of this shape here. I just want to remove some. All I'm doing is I'm going down here and I'm cutting just above where there's some new growth coming out. Directly touching on that branch. I don't want that to happen. I'm going to check the cat. What's happened here? Feel free to pop any questions you've got. But it is just a case of, like I said, really tuning into those senses, standing back, looking at the shapes you've got, and thinking, okay, right, I really don't want that. I'm just trying to see. So can you see here that this branch that's growing right through back into the tree? We don't want it, we want it to grow out. So I'm going to remove. Okay. So it is it's quite systematic, but there is elements of creativity as well in there. In it will, shape, which really appeals to a little dark there. I don't know how close you can see. But that's why I would have removed a branch last year. And the thing is, ultimately, the tree wants to keep growing, right? So it's going to send out as many branches as it can to keep growing, but it's up to keep the shape. So I am not going to continue to do it because I'm conscious that we're getting short on time. But what I am going to quickly do is just talk about the length, how to do that. So literally, you can see here, this is you'll probably be able to see when you grow as well, but this is last year's growth here. So actually, I didn't cut this back probably as much as I should because this is the fresh growth. So I really want to reduce this by quite a significant amount. So I'm going to take that right out there. Always cutting above the bud. When I'm thinking about that shape, there's a bud here. So if I cut there, that would grow up in, which I don't want. I want it to grow out. So when I look for a bud on the outside of the stem, and I cut above that, cut just above it. So now what this grows is going to send that shoot this way, which is what I want. Not because it is going to scratch my car, but ultimately I want that kind of outward shape. How can you tell what's last year's growth? Generally, the current year's growth or the most recent growth is more flexible. So let me see if I can find that. So you can see here, it's more flexible. This one on this particular tree is almost got like almost like downy hairs on it. It's almost like little baby hairs. But then can you see here how much more inflexible this is? How much more sticky? Okay, like a stick, I mean, rather than actually sticky. So that's how you can see, and you can see there. You see that join? That's where I cut last year, just here. and then it's gone and sent out a new one. Okay, so you can look at the shape. That's a really good indication as well. You can see that there's something going on here. Something has caused this to send out a new thing, and that was my cup from last year.